Hi everyone, it's Farron speaking here. Another video, yes, 2 in 1 week. This is basically an update video for the Spiffy Tiffy buddy build that Martin Lamont's hosting. Also, I just want to show you an update on my work, what I've done so far for this first week, and basically what aftermarket product that I purchased. First of all though, I want to do the update on what I've actually been working on. So I'm going to start off with the cockpit. So I'll just turn a little bit of light on there. There we go, let's get a better view. Yep, there's the cockpit of the Hawk Typhoon. Yeah, a lot of hours went into this. I mean, I literally spent a lot of hours on this, working morning, noon and night. That's probably why I've got so far in such a short time, but I've had so much fun. Anyway, let me talk you through what I've done. What I've done here, I started off, this was all primed off in MIG Ammo black paint, and their primer is very good. Best way to apply it, light dust coat, and you can't go wrong. Then after that dried over 24 hours. I always like to leave my primers for 24 hours or 12 depending. But anyway, as you can see here, the majority of the airframe is black with a scratched metal look, and the metal look is done with the hairspray method. Very enjoyable to do. I painted the dash, as you can see, used the decals. A couple of dials I tinted green because in some references I saw a couple of dials were actually tinted green. I don't think that one was, but I just done it for the hell of it. I thought, why not? And of course I faded the black, and I used MIG pigments for that, and that was concrete, a pigment called concrete, which gave me this nice faded black look. So I used that on all the control surfaces. On the back here though, I did actually use oil paints, and I wasn't really impressed how my oil paint was turning out, so that's why I opted for the pigments. So I had a lot more control over it. And then on the seat, again, hairspray method. The metal frame is black, scratched up aluminium, as you can see there. And for the cushion, I used an old Citadel colour called Calthon Brown. And basically what I'd done with that was just base coated it, and then I went over it with a wash, which was a brown wash, just to show all the little lines there in the pattern of the seat. And on the pad, same colour, but I dry brushed it with what colour was it now? Orange brown in Vallejo as a first layer, and after that layer dried, I then lightened it again with a little bit of white in subsequent layers until I got the desired effect of the worn edges of the leather to where the pilot would sit. And then we got the firewall. Okay, that's really scratched up, good and proper. For obvious reasons, access panels being pulled off for maintenance on a daily basis of the aircraft. When it was in its prime. Again, I used grey oils. Turned out okay on this one. A little bit of oil streaking and rust work around the hinges, not hinges, around the bolt heads. Going to tidy those up a little bit more again, I think. Last night I finished on putting in all these like conduit boxes over here. I got to touch that up because I scratched the paint off, and also on there as well, got to touch up with black paint as well. But that's it for the cockpit so far. I'm quite happy with it. And last night I just constructed the main basic part of the engine. This is as far as I've gone for it to be inserted into the actual model itself. All the other parts that go to it go on after it's been inserted into the airframe. There's about a dozen parts here. Went together very well. There are a couple of parts here, as you can see, which have needed filler, where just regular sanding couldn't hide. These two parts here, those had some awful sink marks in them, and on the reverse there as well, as you can see. So those had to be filled. easy done, job done. It's ready for primer and for its first lick of paint. Now the product I want to review today also is this Eduard resin, and it's the Typhoon guns, and you get a full rack of 4, and I think I paid £11.69 off eBay. So without any further ado, I'm just gonna take this all out of the packet. Here we go, parts list on the back. Let's have a look at that first. So on the back here you've got your parts list and your colour call-outs, and basically a little bit of gumph here as well. I haven't read that. That's just telling you it contains resin and it's toxic, blah blah blah. And then in here we have the instructions on how to assemble and place into the actual aircraft model itself. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Get that. I might paint these up today actually, because once I prime that engine I've got to leave it for several hours anyway, so I might get onto these and get these cleaned up and ready assembled. This is what else came. This is your basically more instructions there. Look for your ammunition cases, and then there's a little bit of what else is available to get for the kit. Tires look really nice, I must admit, but what would be good if they actually done the bronze landing gear struts, because this is such, it will be a very heavy aircraft when it's actually completed. Anyway, here are the guns, and as you can see they are all molded on their little resin block. It's a little warped, but if you cut it on all its location points except for this one at the back, immerse that into hot water that's like just off the boil, and that will regain its shape. But anyway, let's see if I can get a nice close look for the details. So along that barrel there, and that barrel tip is really nice, got some really nice details in there, and the tips are hollowed out as well, which you would expect from a resin product. And you get, like I say, there's 4 of these in the pack, and as always you always get some nice quality resin with Eduard products. And then in here we got the main part of the gun, and again lovely crisp details. I don't think that's the magazine rack, I think that's part of the this actually feeds the ammunition through, and it's the mechanism. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong people please, because I don't really know what I'm talking about half the time. Yeah, and of course you get 4 of those. 3, 4. And over here we have, yeah, I forgot what they called. Hang on a second. Yeah, anyway, they go on the gun somewhere. Right, okay, there's 4 of them, two different sizes of each, and then on here we got the ammunition. Okay, and that basically goes bang straight into the boxes supplied in with the kit. So you use the plastic plastic parts of the kit there in order to put in your ammunition belts. And the detail on these ammunition belts, let me show you again. It's really nice, and they're clearly marked there as well. So that's it for the Eduard. Not a lot in it, but for what I want it for the guns. I just heard that there are bad things about the actual ones included. I heard that they don't fit bad when you put the outer sheaths on them. There's a bit of a fit issue there. So and this is to rectify the problem. We shall see. But I think it's good to have a bit of resin in a model kit. It just gives it that little finishing touch. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Any comments below, please make them. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye.